I end up talking to Bud. We FaceTime him. I'm putting my coochie on FaceTime in front of everybody in District Taco. I'm like, I miss Curry, and I already know. Like, I already know. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time. I went in labor in District Taco. So y'all, I'm like in the house, I'm bored. I'm just like, you know what, let me just go on YouTube and do a story time, because this story is like, this story is just like something that happened in movies, kind of, because the way that my labor happened, it's like even people that was on my Instagram was like, hold on, huh? How did it happen like that? So y'all, just exited my son out the back. Clearly he needs more attention than me, but you know. So anyway, before I get into this story time, I want to say thank you guys so much for rocking with me. You know, if you're new to my channel, hi. If you're a returning subscriber, you know we locked in, girl, boy, whoever. And yeah, I'm gonna just get straight to the video, but make sure you subscribe if you're new. So before I start telling the story, I got some Stella Rose, and I got me a cup. It say Pisces. I'm not a Pisces. Bub is a Pisces, but you know what I'm saying. I'm about to pour me a drink, and then I'm gonna get into the story time. Y'all, because this was one for the books. Like, this story was really one for the books, okay? Look, why I be feeling so weak sometimes? It's no way. It's no way. Okay, then I'm about to say, I thought I was tripping. Okay. Boy, you not getting none? Y'all seen that post on Instagram when it was like, it had the cups. It was like, if you fill your wine cup all the way up to the top, you a gunner or something like that. I'm like, oh, well, baby, label me one. Hold on. It's like so bright. Okay. All right, y'all. So, let me just take a little drink first. Oh, yeah, I see it. Pick it up. Pick up the mess and throw it in the trash, okay? Y'all, Stella Rose is so good. I just started getting this. I was like, I used to get like sweet red and stuff like that, but I just got hip to this. It's like real sweet, but it don't make you feel like how, you know, the sweet red make you feel. I guess they got more alcohol in it. But anyway, that's besides the point. All right, y'all. So my due date was originally December. I said December. What am I talking about? My due date was originally September the 23rd. Or September the 24th. I'm sorry, y'all. September the 24th. So, I was in the house. Okay, so the day I went in labor, because that's what the story is all about. So the day I went in labor, I was in the house and my stomach was hurting real bad. So my stomach was just cramping. But if anybody know me, they know, like, I could take my pain, my tolerance pain is like really high. Like, I won't really make it seem like nothing is a big deal unless I'm really, really in pain. All right, y'all. So let me just tell y'all. So I'm in a house or whatever, and my stomach just cramping like so bad. Like, y'all, so bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me just, I'm sorry. This ring light that Bub got me, y'all. There's no filter. There's no flitter. This is just a ring light. Like, I'm not even, okay. But anyway, y'all, so we, my stomach hurt real bad. So Bub, like, he about to leave out the house. I'm like, boo, my stomach hurting, like, it's cramping really bad. But mind you, it's not my due date. My due date 2 days away. And I had my daughter exactly on my due date. So I'm like, maybe I'm not going into labor, you know. So, Bub, like, what you want me to do? You want me to stay with you? I'm like, just go ahead. This probably like the little, what's that called? Braxton Hicks. I'm like, this probably is Braxton Hicks. It's not regular contractions. And besides, I'm about to go out with, you know, my friends. I'm about to take a walk with my friends. They about to walk with me. So he like, all right. So he like, all right, come on then, boo. He was like, so I put on my clothes. I'm sorry. I think my daughter was at my mother's house. Hold on. No, my daughter was with me. My daughter was with me because the friend house that I was taking that I was going to go walk with, she had a daughter too. So I just brought my daughter over there to go play with her. We took a walk. So we literally walked all the way from like by Navy Yard, kind of by Navy Yard to like the District Taco, close to like 8th, no, not 8th Street. It was a little cool little walk. Like, it wasn't too far, but it wasn't just like down the street either. So we got there or whatever. So we get to the, so we walking. So y'all, I'm holding my stomach. I'm like, my stomach hurt. Like, my stomach been hurting since I left out this morning. And everybody know, like, I'm the girl that always, like, I'm always playing. I'm always joking around. So they didn't believe me. So they just like, girl, you alright. So we get inside the District Taco. I ordered me 2 tacos, y'all. That was my first time ever having District Taco. I was so pressed to, you know, like, I was so pressed to, you know, just like try it. So I was like, why is my appetite curved like this? Like, I did not have taste for nothing. My stomach would start cramping even more. My stomach cramping so bad, y'all. So I'm like, oh my God, y'all. So it was like this real bad abdominal pain that just just went through my stomach. And I was like, oh hell no, this ain't normal. I'm like, this not normal. So hold on, y'all. I'm like, so this not normal. So when I had looked down, I had on gray leggings. I never figured, because I still got the picture. I had on gray leggings. I looked down, something said, psh. Y'all know like how y'all water break? Well, in this case, my water didn't break with water. My water broke with blood. So I ain't care who was around me. Like, anybody know that was there with me, or that I told the story, that just know, like, I'm not capping, y'all. So I'm like, oh my God, call the police, call somebody. So my friend on the phone, she like panicking. She like, who do you want me to call? I'm like, first call Bub. I don't even care about the ambulance at this point. I'm like, call Bub, like, let him know my water just broke. It's all blood clots coming out. Like, I'm real live going crazy, because at this point, I'm thinking like I lost my son. I'm like, what is going on? So my friend on the phone, my other friend on the phone, one friend on the phone with Bub, one friend on the phone. I think she called, I'm not sure, one friend called both of them, but I ended up talking to Bub. We FaceTime them. I'm putting my coochie on FaceTime in front of everybody in District Taco. I'm like, I'm miscarrying. I already know. Like, I already know. Y'all. So he like, boo, calm down. Like, calm down. We about to pray. Like, you good? Like, calm down. So, y'all, when I say everybody in District Taco throwing their tacos away, like, I was discussing them, I'm just like, this world is so sad, because clearly I'm a woman, I'm human, I'm literally in labor. Like, I'm sorry that my labor wasn't, like, my water didn't break with water, but, like, what? This is normal. So, y'all, anyway, so I'm panicking, I'm waiting. And at this point, mind you, the ambulance on its way. I told Bub, he like, what you want me to do? You want me to come right there, or you want me to meet you at the hospital? So we like, at this point, just go to the hospital, because I don't want you to come after them, because I'm gone regardless once they come. So he like, I'm on my way, boo, I'm pushing it. Like, I ain't stopping at no red lights, none of that shit. Like, I'm pushing it. So I'm like, all right, I'll see you there. So, y'all, so the ambulance get here. They asking all these questions. I'm like, I'm miscarrying. Like, I'm crying like a mud, because, like, I know, like, in the video, I probably said I didn't expect this pregnancy. Like, I didn't. It caught me by surprise. But when you really start going to doctor's appointments, and when you really start hearing the baby's heartbeat, and when you really preparing for a child and buying them things like that, like, that's when I was like kind of mad that I found that I was pregnant again so sudden. I still like sucked that up and started, you know, love my child and stuff like that. Got comfortable back again with pregnancy. So, like, I was really gonna be sad, because this is my son. Like, this is all I wanted, a girl and a boy. So this was really sad. And I'm like, I just had a freaking baby shower. We got all this stuff. Like, I'm just like, at this point, y'all, like, I'm just really irritated and I'm scared. So the ambulance put my daughter in the car with me, Maddie crying, you know, Lyric crying. Well, I don't know if they were crying, but they were like really, really scared. I know Maddie was holding my hand. She was just like, Mommy, you bleeding out your butt. You bleeding out your butt, Mom. Because at this point, Maddie was 3. So I'm like, it's going to be okay, Mommy. Mommy just, you know. So, y'all, when I say them when I say them y'all, when I say them was the worst contractions of my life. They talking about it getting better every baby. Oh, dog me. Like, real life, dog me. Like, punishing me. Like, every time a contraction come, my blood was coming. Every time a contraction coming, my blood clots was coming. It's like it was designed to do that. Like, every time I was contracting, more blood was coming. So I'm really panicking. I'm like, so did you ever see this much blood? The man, like, you know, we really haven't, but my job here is to keep you safe and keep you not worrying, because if I put more stress on you, then you might really lose the baby. So I'm just gonna tell you, I never seen this much blood in any patient since I've been here. But my job is to tell you to stay calm, because you know you're gonna be alright. So I'm like, oh my God. So at this point, I'm praying the whole right. We get to Washington Hospital. I lie to y'all now. All the minute we was pulling up, Bud was pulling up. That shit was like a movie. Like, when we was pulling up, we met him. So I call my sister. I see all my family rushing up there. They just rushing up there, y'all. Before COVID, life was really lit. On my life, I had my niece in there, my daughter, my friend daughter, my other friend, my 3 sisters, my father. Like, it was everybody in there with me. I didn't care who was looking at I didn't care about none of that. All right, so y'all, this story is so ironic, and I lie to y'all now. My midwife, I don't know if she watched me, but I hope she do, because I'd be so happy. My midwife, Miss Tracy, she works at the birth center that I was going to, because I was originally going to have water birth with my son. But, you know, plans didn't happen that way, because they like, where am I taking you? I'm like, to the birth center. They like, you bleeding. You can't go to the birth center. You're going to Washington Hospital. Because they asked me that I want to go to Howard. I said no. And for people that don't know what Washington Hospital and Howard is, that's probably live in another state or whatever, it's a hospital in D.C. And a lot of people always talk about, like, you know, just Washington Hospital is a better hospital to deliver at. So I was like, take me to Washington Hospital. All right, I'm skipping past. Anyway, so I was originally supposed to have water birth, but I couldn't have water birth because I was bleeding. So I seen my midwife, and she like, I'm laying on a little stretcher bed. She like, that's my patient. That's Brianna. Oh, come on, get her in here. Because they were really holding me right there as if a movie. Like, they didn't care that I was bleeding or contraction. They were so calm. What's the patient's name? Typing in the computer. I'm like, why are these motherfuckers? Why are they so calm? Like, why is they not, like, jumping for me? That blew me, y'all. But God is so good. That's why I say God might not be there when you need him, baby, but he's always on time. My midwife said, oh, that's my patient. Because Bub, at this point, Bub, like, man, she bleeding. Like, what is y'all doing? Like, she just sitting right here. We might be losing our baby. Y'all throwing me off, Mo. That's his favorite line. Y'all throwing me off, Mo. So, if Miss Tracy took me in there, she hooked me up to some little monitor. She said, Brianna, I'm sorry to have to tell you this. If you don't stop bleeding at the rate that you're bleeding on, we're going to have to perform an emergency C-section. Everybody knows, they know me, how important, you know, natural birth is for me. I think it's more so I don't really like medication. Like, I would have a headache right now and just not really take medication. I'm like more of a natural person regardless. Like, I love to do everything natural, like when it comes to medication and stuff like that. So I was just like, Miss Tracy, no, because you do everything in your power. She said, Brianna, I'm going to come back in here in an hour. I lied to y'all not. I realized, crossed my hands. After I stopped contracting, I said, God, you know how much I don't want to have a C-section. They dig through 36 layers or whatever, do your scan. I said, God, I just don't want that. I just want one more natural birth. I said, I promise, God, if you get me through one more natural birth, I'm going to do everything right. And I started talking about forgiveness from shit that I did years ago. I'm like, please, God, please. So Bub he kept coming in, because my daughter was there and there was a lot of kids, so he had to kind of running back and forth with the kids. He came in there, he kissed me, he held me, he said, baby, we're going to be all right. And I was like, okay, here, one right? He was like, baby, going to be all right. And I was like, okay. So she came back in there, she was like, we about to put you in another room. She was like, I was like, why am I bleeding like this, Miss Tracy? She said, Brianna, your placenta erupted. I was like, what is that? Is that bad? Is something wrong with the baby? She was like, your placenta erupted, which means that, I forgot how she explained it, but I know it's a lot of smart people on here that knows when your placenta erupt, instead of like water coming out, blood comes out. So catch-22, my mom said the same thing happened with her when she was pregnant with me. She said, my placenta erupted with you. So if genetics and genes ain't real, I don't know what to say, because the same thing happened to my mother, happened to me with my son. Anyway, we get in the room. She like, Brianna, you don't want an epidural? You sure? I'm like, I don't even know. Now that I'm thinking about this, I don't even know if I told this story before. I really don't know. I'm burnt out. So if I did and y'all already heard this story, I'm sorry. But if y'all didn't and y'all tuned in, thank you, girl. Was in the video. But anyway, y'all. So yeah. So she like So she basically. So she basically was like, you don't want an epidural? I was like, no, but I was in so much pain. I probably was in the worst pain of my life that I really told God to take my life. I said, I don't even care about me. I don't care about the baby. The pain is like at this, it just was so bad. Then my sister rubbing my back. My sister was rubbing my back because like your contractions kind of come like in your back, kind of. It wasn't like really in my stomach, and it was just so bad. My mouth was dry. I just felt like I was about to pass out. So anyway, fast forward, right when she was about to, you know, I was about to give in and just say, because she had a doula to come in there with me. The doula was super nice, super cool. I love her. I wish I could remember her name and find her because she was so amazing. The doula came and basically made me try to like sit on the balls and like rub my back. No, go ahead. You draw me. But I couldn't really get on the ball because I was in so much freaking pain. And right before I was about to give in, God don't put you through no more than you can bear. Right before I was literally about to be at my breaking point and say, give me the epidural. Give me the epidural. Like, I told them, I said, my baby about to come out. Like, I was telling them everything. They didn't even know that my baby was coming out. Oh, I look pretty. Can you draw, sister? They didn't even know that my baby, I was contracting. Every time I was contracting, I was letting them know. I was dead ass like, I'm contracting. So I was like, I'm ready to push, because when you already had a baby before, you know the feeling, you know how everything feels. And it was just like, I knew that the baby was like coming down, if that makes sense. I like it. I knew that the baby was coming down, if that makes sense. So I was like, I'm about to go through. And y'all, I literally delivered my baby like in probably like less than 15 to 20 minutes. Both of my kids came in like less than 15 to 20 minutes. Natural birth, no medication, healthy babies, nothing wrong with them. They have to stay in the NICU, everything. So that was just a blessing, y'all. But my labor experience, where I went through labor in a daggone restaurant in front of so many people, in front of so many kids. They're literally watching me just bleed in a chair, just sitting right there, just helpless. And that was just so embarrassing. But when you're in the heat of the moment and you're pregnant, the only thing you're really worried about is getting your baby out. You're not worried about who looking at you, what people think about you, none of that. You just like, get this damn baby out of me. So yeah, that's my story. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, you can comment anything you want to comment. I'm always going to write back, as long as like right now, I don't have a lot of fan base or whatever they call it, people in the comments spamming up, I would like try to write everybody back. And hope you guys like the story enough, the new people to subscribe to you, girl, because why wouldn't you? But anyway, y'all, I love y'all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.